Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I am the Humble Gamer and this is some more TrainSim 18. We are driving the Grand Central Railway.
You're a very naughty engine.
This is not strictly a community route, obviously. It was made by a third-party developer, but there's a reason I'm bringing it to you. Charlie and I actually travelled on this railway quite recently. It's not a million miles away from where we live, and I just thought, you know what, it'd be good to get some express steam locomotives on the channel. We've had a couple before, but we are driving, as you can see, the Duchess of Hamilton. You can't see her anymore because I've put the camera inside the scenery. But yes, we're driving the Duchess of Hamilton. We've got 12 on, I think. Well, it's certainly quite large. They don't all fit in the platform. But yes, we're going to start. We are starting here at Loughborough. We shall be running towards and stopping at Quorn, then through Swidland Sidings to Rothley, and then finally to Leicester North. Now, this is that you can find the route in the description below. I shall see if I can remember where I found it. But we are ready to go, so let's get the passengers on from Loughborough and head towards Leicester on Britain's only preserved bit of main line. Certainly Britain's only main line running, I believe. You can also find a website for the Great Central Railway.
You're a very naughty engine.
Down below. I wouldn't mind, but it's there on the screen in front of me. Either way, yes. Let's. Where's my apply? Oh, it's just okay. It's just that. Okay, cool. Right, let's pull out then, shall we? Now, while I've picked a great big express locomotive, obviously it is a preserved line in Great Britain. It has a speed limit of 25 miles an hour. I might not be going by that. I might open the taps at some point. Yes, there we are. That's a famous old scene. That. Let's see if I can recapture it. I saw this on loads of railway programs when I was a child. That famous Great Central Railway bridge at Loughborough. As the Duchess of Hamilton calmly makes her way out. Obviously, Duchess of Hamilton you can find on the Steam store. Should I slow down? No, I think we're double track, aren't we, for the start? Yes, we are. So, yes, it's at the Leicester end where it goes less than double track, so i.e. single track. See, I think I might open up the taps a little bit. Because it's only 7 miles away, Leicester. Certainly I don't open up the taps as far as Quorn. I won't go stupid, I'm not going to be going like 100 miles an hour. By the way, to answer a few comments. First of all, to answer not a comment that you guys made, a comment that I made on a video quite a way back. I think it was the Seaside line of the City of Truro. I said I would be taking the City of Truro to do a 100 mile an hour run. I will be doing that. That is something I'm looking forward to doing. At the moment I am recording frantically because I actually go on holiday. As far as you guys are concerned, I've just got back off holiday. I was on holiday last week as far as you were concerned. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going on holiday this Sunday. So I have to get everything out for this week for you guys. So, everything out, or at least recorded for you guys. So, yes, I am recording ahead of time here. But yes, so a couple of things. Obviously I said I'll be doing the City of Truro thing. Yes, I will still be doing that. Pseudo Snippets is coming back, but I haven't had really time to, because they actually take a lot of time to record and edit, and I haven't had the time to do that since I've started re-recording. But don't worry, Pseudo Snippets is definitely coming back. Can I also say this is actually we didn't travel on this part of the route. We didn't do the full route. We only did from Rothley to Quorn. So it's from Rothley to Quorn. I should be giving my full review of how realistic the route looks, but this looks about right. Looks about how it should do. And can I just say, this locomotive looks gorgeous running at speed. Don't know why I tried to do that. Of course, it wouldn't work because there's things on the side of the track, and it's not going to work anyway because the next thing is a bridge. And speaking of that bridge, me and Charlie actually stood on that when we came to see it. But yes, another comment that I had was is Solar Snippets coming back, and yes, Solar Snippets is indeed coming back. But I just haven't had a chance to record them because, like I said, they take actually quite a while to record. I'll tell you what I'll do. What I will do once we pull into Corn, which we will do. Once we manage to actually stop, which we will do, although it might be a bit of a lurch forward for the passengers. In fact, it's going to be quite a lot of lurch forward for the passengers. Actually, no, we're not going to stop. We're just going to. Oh yeah, why the hell not? No, let's just keep going. While it flies out, we caught our train back here. We had dinner in this cafe here. And of course there is the pub down here, which is quite nicely produced. It's changed a little bit, but yeah, we actually stood on this bridge around about here and watched. No, it was further over than that. It must have been. Yeah, it was around about here. We stopped and watched the train disappear. Speaking of which, my train, which is now a non-stopper. Is heading off at about 36 miles an hour. I might slow it down just a little bit. 36 seems about right. I know we're breaking the speed limits, but it's not a scenario, so. But yeah, it was actually a really nice day out, the Great Central. I'd recommend it to absolutely anybody. It was a lovely, lovely day out. Beautiful scenery. Lots of places to go as well. Like coming up when we get to Swithland, sidings. You'll see the Mount Sorrel line. We actually went and had a look at that as well. We didn't travel on it. There were no trains running at the time, but it's a lot of woodland walks. I'd recommend anyone who's in the sort of Midlands, East Midlands area, go to the Great Central. We didn't get pulled by an express locomotive. We got pulled by a BR standard. But there was also the other locomotive running that day. The steam locomotive. There was a Class 33 diesel as well. Which we missed because it was so quiet when it came to the station while we were having our dinner. It just came in, went, and we didn't even notice. But yeah, so while my locomotive runs away. Oh, yes, I remember this bit. Quite a lot. And there's Swithland sidings. But yes, this is the Mount Sorrel line, which actually runs. It's quite a short line. It's only about 2-3 miles, but it actually runs up. It actually runs quite a way up, and you get to a place where there are lots of lovely woodland walks, and it is absolutely beautiful. Speaking of which, I reckon if we can set ourselves up near the lake, we will get a lovely shot of the Duchess of Hamilton here as she comes flying across the bridge. Hear that whistle? There she goes, look at that. The streamlining, I love the streamlining. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Duchesses looked beautiful with or without the streamlining, but I genuinely thought that the streamlining looked amazing on those locomotives. Still not up to an A4 standard, but let's jump back into the cab as we come past Swithland sidings properly. Oh shit! I have not been driving well. We're actually nearly out of water. That's fine, we can sort that once we will stop at Quorn. Rothley. Because that needs sorting. That needs badly sorting, but yes. Here are the Swithland sidings, again another popular spot for TV programmes about railways that film there. Very popular spot in fact. And so yes, sorry Duchess, I really haven't been paying you the attention that you deserve. I've been so wrapped up in the fact that I know this route. I was going to say quite well. I don't know it quite well, but I know this route now. I've travelled on it. That actually I forgot that you do require some attention, don't you? Locomotive ran out of water. Yes, it did.
He shook it and he banged it, and when they got back, it was so damaged that the driver had to take it off.
Never mind, we'll pick straight up from Rothley. Actually, I think we were pretty much at Rothley, so why don't we do the other way? We'll travel from Leicester North to Rothley, and we'll take a smaller locomotive. So I shall see you in a second, guys. Okay, so we're back. We're now at Leicester North. We are driving, sorry, I don't know why I've done that. We are driving this lovely Class 33 diesel. You've asked for diesels on the channel, so I'm going to give you them. But yes, so after the embarrassing incident with the Duchess, I didn't feel like I'd really earned the right to do any more steam locomotives, so we're just going to start from Leicester North, with Leicester all the way, with Leicester away in the background there, and we're going to literally just drive up to Quorn. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to finish off the little bit of the route we hadn't seen. And then I'll have a little reminisce at Quorn Station. That's where I first got on to the Great Central. Not the Grand Central. That is somewhere else. Let's grab the passengers. There isn't any. Okay, let's go. I'm not going to run to Quorn, we're going to run to Rothley. This whole video has just gone so poorly. It's gone... Oh, that's embarrassing. It's just all gone... It's all gone wrong. There's nothing good about anything that's happening now. So, yeah, but this is a lovely model. Absolutely lovely model. Part of the West Somerset Railway stuff, I believe. I could be wrong on that one, but I think it is. I got an achievement involving the West Somerset Railway. But like I said, I could be very, very wrong on that, so please don't quote me on that. And please don't jump on me in the comments if I am wrong. I don't know diesels. They just sort of appear within the game as far as I'm concerned. But yes, so let's have a nice, gentle run up. Just to Rothley. Shouldn't take us long, and then we'll have a quick look around Rothley Station. And then we shall call this here, because I've just... It's all gone so wrong. This whole video... It's almost painful how wrong this video has gone. In fact, it's actually very painful how wrong this video has gone. Because, you know, done all that talk about learning how to drive. But either way, the long and the short of it is, of all the stuff I was telling you earlier, I went to the Great Central Railway, had a really lovely day out, treated to it by Charlie. It was absolutely beautiful, staff were friendly, the railway itself was beautiful, lovely, lovely, well presented. I was on a steam train that got passed at speed by another steam train, and that happened to me for the first time. I've never had that happen before. Obviously I've been passed in stations, or I've passed other trains in stations, but I've never had, in reality I've never been on a steam train that's been passed. That was quite cool. Very, very nostalgic of how the railways obviously used to run, and that's kind of the point of the Great Central. So please do check out both this route in the description below, the Great Central actual website in the description below, and of course the usual TrainSim stuff in the description below. The Sodor Snippet series will be coming back. Sodor Snippet series is coming back. It's just that's a more time-consuming series to do. Because Sodor itself takes a long time to load because there's obviously quite a lot of it, and you know it's a route in pro. And while I'm happy to show you work in progress stuff, there's a lot of stuff that I haven't touched, i.e. it's just track and height mapping. Now let me know in the comments if you're fine with seeing that, but the scenery will be quite dull. But there is a lot of work in progress stuff going on. But there are bits of the route that are more finished than others, that have scenery, certainly around the stations, even if not within the route. So I can at least show you the stations so we can run around. So but either way, if you let me know in the comments if you guys are happy to see genuine work in progress stuff, great, I'll get it to you. But I want to get the route sort of a bit more finalised before you guys see it. So I can't guarantee when Sodor Snippet is coming back, but it is coming back. But yeah, so either way, we're now heading towards Rothley. I shall start putting a few little brakes on. I do apologise for coughing straight. At least this time I will make the end of the route. I will show you the entire route, unlike last TrainSim episode where I had to fake my way up it. I mean, it kind of worked, and it'll be in the highlights, but... So, basically what we've learned over the last week is I'm really shit at driving steam locomotives. I'm really shit at driving steam locomotives. That was bad. The Duchess mistake, I mean, you know, fair enough, I got to a hill that I couldn't climb. That's annoying and frustrating and a little bit embarrassing, but it's not awful. That does happen to actual locomotives. You know, locomotives and locomotive drivers and engineers. That does actually happen to them. However, letting the loco run out of water is just dumb. It's just dumb. So dumb. Hence why I went for the diesel, you know. I mean, this is a fairly safe bet. I shouldn't cock this up. But then you say that. Okay, here we go. Now Rothley, this is where me and Charlie started our journey on the Great Central, and they were really nice and friendly here. Actually, there's a ticket office that Charlie was looking to take photos and stuff, and she went into the ticket office because the door was open. And I said, "Oh, Charlie, I'm not sure you can go in there. You know, it looks like private property. You know, it is the booking office." And they immediately said, "No, come on in. Let her have a look inside." I didn't go in, but they let her have a look inside. You know, she loved it. She got some really nice photos, and they were genuinely lovely staff. So, just in case anyone from the Great Central happens to see this one, it was absolutely beautiful. It was a really nice day out, and thank you very much. We will be coming back to do the full run. But right, here we go. Yep, that's where we parked. We actually sort of parked around about where that silver car is there, just coming up probably just next to my face. That silver car there, between the blue and the white one. This one here, where the cursor is, that's where we parked. I can see why it was so quiet, this Class 33, because it is actually quite a quiet locomotive. Oh, and this is the booking office just here, that they let the staff let Charlie actually in to photograph. Yeah, it was here, just here, this one. And they were absolutely so wonderfully nice. I can't speak highly enough of the staff that we saw and met. So yes, let's hop off the train. Yeah, this is where we bought the tickets, obviously, but yeah, they let her in. This door here happened to be open, and she just wandered in. Obviously, it didn't look like this. But yeah, no, it was absolutely lovely. It was a wonderful day out. And over here we got ourselves a drink and a packet of crisps or something. And over here there's actually a miniature railway, which they didn't put in the route, obviously, but I can understand that. Anyway, we'll go and sit next to here, because we have reached the end of the quick drive scenario. So either way, thank you ever so much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Also check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/humblegamertwitch. Check out the annotations on the screen you're about to see. Check out the links in the description, which will be to the Great Central Railway itself, the actual real-life website. It will also be a link to where you can find the route, and there will also be a link. Those will be links to my Sodor Snippet series, which is coming back, but I don't quite know when yet. When I've got the route up to a bit more scratch, and also links to some other TrainSim third-party developers that I enjoy the work of. Either way, thank you ever so much for watching. I was me, that was TrainSim on the Great Central Railway. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Look at things like Railway Modeller, the magazine, or any modelling magazine. Other ones are available. I'm not being sponsored by Railway Modeller or not at all. Although Railway Modeller, if you're listening, Pico through and through. But what am I doing? What was that? On many levels, like I said, highly inaccurate, but good fun. Yeah, just to let you know, cars. There's one dead person. Never mind.